charged if this is not working. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, good evening, everyone. I hope everyone had a happy and healthy holiday. Welcome back. We have a special Board of Education meeting today for the purpose of a BOCES vote, and we'll move right into that. It'll take a motion to adopt the agenda. Mr. Joyner, second by Mr. Bronson. Any questions on the agenda? All in favor? Any opposed? Items C through F require one resolution for adoption. That's just the bills. Motion. Mr. Bronson, seconded by Mr. Joyner. Any questions on the bills? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. We have a communication from the Wildcat Booster Club. They're notifying us about the annual Wildcat Booster Club Gold Key and Hall of Fame Awards Banquet back in person this year, June 7th, 2022, at Fox Hollow. All right, moving on to new business, which is the purpose of our vote, our meeting today. The first item is the vote on the administrative budget for Western Suffolk BOCES. Is there a motion? Mr. Bronson, seconded by Mr. Joyner and Ms. Carey. And so this is to approve the administrative budget for Western Suffolk BOCES. The administrative budget is determined by the school district's population. The newsletter actually says that South Huntington had the largest increase from last year, so I made a point of that. I actually did some research to find out why that was the case. It was the case because we actually had a steady population, whereas all the other districts were decreasing. So we don't pay the largest amount of the administrative. It's just that we had the largest increase this year because it's based on your enrollment, and we had a steady enrollment compared to the other districts. Any questions on this one? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. The administrative component of the budget is approved. Second is a companion resolution. It's for the election of the trustees to the BOCES board. Motion? Ms. Carey, seconded by Mr. Joyner. And there are three candidates, Ms. Eileen Hertz, Esquire, Brian Sales, and Marianne Zupano. Three people for 3 spots. So a vote in the affirmative would be to vote for all 3. All in favor? Any opposed? All right. All 3 candidates are approved. Moving on to item number 3 is the approval of TAN's borrowing for the 2022-2023 school year. Motion. Mr. Bronson, second. Mr. Joyner. Dr. Centimore.
Thank you, Mr. Cientetta. So each year, school districts, especially in Suffolk County, they bring before their Board of Education around this time of the school year the authorization for TAN's borrowing for the subsequent school year. TAN stands for Tax Anticipation Notes. Because we receive our taxes several months into the school year, we borrow as little as possible, but we borrow, until we start to receive those taxes.
Okay. Board have any questions on that, Rezo? All in favor? Any opposed? Approved unanimously. Moving on to item number 4 is a termination of services contract with Corporate Accounting Solutions, also doing business as Booksmart Accounting. Motion? Mr. Joyner, second. Mr. Bronson. Dr. Centimore?
Thank you. So my office recently met with their representatives who expressed that the terms and conditions may not be conducive to them moving forward, being that it's important that we have these services in place, for the latter part of the summer. We wanted to be proactive and be able to move forward.
Okay, questions with Dr. Centimore?
Dr. Centimore, I discussed this tonight, and I agree with the approach as well. I know as a board we're going to be, but from an audit committee standpoint, it made sense.
Great. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, moving on to number 5 is the confidentiality and data security agreement with College Board. Motion. Mr. Bronson, seconded by Mr. Joyner. Dr. Steele?
Yes, this is an agreement with College Board AccuPlacer. This is a series of tests for our high school students that evaluate students' literacy and math skills as they prepare for college placement exams. Our 11th and 12th graders who have been identified as needing support participate through their college math course, and this is done in coordination with Suffolk Community College. And upon their completion, they will have placement in Suffolk Community College, as well as be prepared to take other placement exams.
Great. Any questions for Dr. Steele? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, moving on to new business. Item number 6 is the recommendations for placements of the students by the committees on preschool education, special education, and special education, dates listed in March and April. Motion. Mr. Bronson, seconded by Mr. Joyner. Any questions on the placements? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, personnel schedules 15 and 22 are listed. Is there a motion on the personnel? Ms. Carey, seconded by Mr. Joyner. Any questions on personnel schedules 15 and 22? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, future meetings are listed. May 3rd is a special meeting. We just added that meeting. It's for the sole purpose of going into executive session for matters of personnel, particularly tenure determinations and administration review. So there will be no business items discussed at that meeting. May 10th, public hearing of the budget will be back here. And then May 17th is our board elections and our budget vote. There'll be 3 propositions for you to vote on, as we talked about last time. The first proposition is the 2022-2023 budget, followed by a proposition to sell the property located at 2 Melville, followed by a proposition to sell the former Central School District field property. And then our last meeting of the calendar year will be June 15th. Comments by board members? Comments by superintendent?
Hello, have everybody had a great spring recess? Just real quickly, there was a calendar change that was approved by the board, I think about a couple of months ago, regarding Eid. On our district calendar, Eid is listed as Tuesday as schools being closed. Monday, schools will be closed to observe the Eid holiday. So we are putting out communications. We already put out one yesterday, and we will continue. It's up on the website, and Monday, schools are closed for the observance of Eid. We'll be back in school on Tuesday. Thank you. One more item, bit of really good news. Niche.com recently came out with its rankings of school districts, and very happy to say, proud to say that South Huntington is still a top 10 district. And our high school was also ranked 8th out of 65 school districts in Suffolk. So we are very happy, and look forward to moving up next year.
Absolutely. One additional comment from me. We have the inaugural flag football game tomorrow night. I believe it's 7 o'clock on the turf field. Very exciting to be able to, for our school district to participate in this. I think it's going to be a very fast-growing sport. And so hopefully we'll get some nice weather, a little warmer than today, hopefully, and have a nice crowd to support them. Voice of the resident. All right. I will take. Anyone else? We will take a motion to adjourn then. Mr. Joyner, seconded by Ms. Carey and Mr. Bronson and Ms. Meyer.
All right, Michelle.
All in favor?
It's a 9-minute meeting.
Are you in favor? Any opposed?
She thought we were coming out.